Who was MaDall? MaDall was a female Zygerrian who operated a small slave empire on the planet during the time of the empire. Was an arid planet in the Lothal sector of the Outer Rim. Her slaving empire often trafficked Twi'leks, Duros, and Wookiees, and a number of other species used as slaves. They use Fallings as protectors / enforcement, which are like the Black Sun species, more or less. And she is a Zygerrian, which means she's going to hold slaves. You know, that's kind of what they do, is that they are these slavers of the world. And then during one of her shipments, she ended up shipping in Sabine Wren, who then MaDall chooses as her personal servant. But it turns out Wren actually purposely got captured to free the slaves, which then frees the planet of from MaDall's slave empire. This character appears in a very small comic. I think for kids, it seemed to be pretty small, but pretty interesting to note that they're like, oh, this is a pretty interesting character that we get to see who gets to own a slave empire who is also a Zygerrian woman as well, which just makes things a little bit more different. I definitely think that there could be connections with this character with the most recent episode of The Bad Batch, or that The Bad Batch is exploring that the Zygerrians are restarting their slave empire because the Clone Wars are at the end and the Empire is okay with slaves. I think it's a pretty interesting character. It expands Zygerrians, expands the dark side of, you know, the alternate side, the black market side of Star Wars, and that's kind of what I want to see more of. So that's the character MaDall. She owned a slave empire. Until next video, goodbye.